Chassidic gems on Parshas Vayeshev. So the pasuk says that Yosef was sent to find his brothers and to find out how they're doing. So he met somebody and he asked him, who are you looking for? Ma tavakesh, what are you looking for? This person asked Yosef, and Yosef answered, Es achai onechi mevakesh. I'm looking for my brothers. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah is saying like this. You think achai means brothers? Achai in Gemara Lashon and in Shulchan Aruch, achai is sometimes used for ichui, whether you're allowed to, if somebody, Rahman al-Atzlan, is an oval, and he sits shiver and he tears his garment, if he's allowed to sew it back. Ichui is putting it back together again. So the Hasidic Torah say like this, as achai, even at the time, as achai, even if at the time that you are close and like tied together with Hashem, like a lotion of devekus, being very close to Hashem, even when you're involved totally in davening to Hashem and speaking about Hashem, you have to check one thing out. Maybe onechi mevakesh. Maybe you mean yourself. You're doing it for yourself. Even when you're in ichui, in connecting with Hashem, you have to be careful in speaking to Hashem and praising Hashem. Maybe you mean yourself. Yes, achai. Maybe onechi mevakesh. Maybe you mean for yourself. We should be zeicher to these levels that we shouldn't go off and not have pure thoughts. Continuing with the same pasuk, Es achai onechi mevakesh. Yosef HaTzadik said, my brethren am I looking for. That's the simple. And the Chassidic Torah say we see from here a way to get close and be mizdabek, to get close to Hashem. As achai, through achdus, through brotherly love, we can be zeicha to get close to Hashem. Onechi Hashem Elokecha. Es achai, if we have brotherly love, then we can be zeicha. That's the button to press, to be zeicha to onechi meaning onechi Hashem Elokecha, meaning Torah. We can be zeicha to Torah if we approach it with brotherly love. We should be zeicha to this. Amen. Continuing with Chassidic Torah on Parshas Vayeshev. So Yosef went out looking for his brothers. Vayiru oisai meirochik. The brothers saw him from far coming. They saw him coming from far. Vayisnaklu oisai lahamisai. And they were making a plan already to kill him. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are telling us how sinner works, how hatred works. At the beginning, if you have a friend that you're only vayiru oisay meirochik, you're only at a distance from him. You're not so hamish with him. You're not so loving with him. Vayiru oisay meirochik, if you see somebody that you're at a distance from, it could wind up, chas v'sholem, chalila, vayisnaklu oisay lahamisay. That's the way sinner works. It starts with distancing ourselves from the person, and then it could wind up in killing him. Ad kedei kach. We should be zecher to be careful with sinner. Amen. Continuing with Chassidic Torah on Parshas Vayeshev. So it says in the Torah that Yosef went looking for his brothers, and the Torah says, he was looking for this woman, this harlot, this woman that had relations with Yehuda, and he was asking, Aye HaKadesha Hi B'Einayim. Where is this harlot, Kadesha? She was by this Einayim, by this well, by this city of Einayim. She was here. Where is she? He wanted to return the goat that he promised he wanted to return the coat that she promised to give to Yehuda. Ayeh HaKadesha Hi B'Einayim. Where is this harlot that was by Einayim, in this name of the place of Einayim? That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah is saying Kadesha. It's Kedusha. How do we attain Kedusha? How do we attain holiness? Hi B'Einayim. You think Einayim is a well? Einayim is eyes. When you have to control your eyes in order to be an Ish Kadosh. Kedusha is dependent on your eyes. Are they roving eyes? Are they eyes that you can control? That's what Kedusha is dependent on. Continuing with Chassidic Torah, so the pasuk says, Loi haisa bozeh kedesha. There was no harlot. That's the simple. The Chassidic Torah are saying, don't think that the Maisa with Yehuda and Tamar was a Maisa of Znuz and no. Loi haisa b'zeh kedesha. This is not a very bad thing of Znuz Cholila that occurred between Yehuda and Tamar. Elakach nigzar min hashamayim. Min hashamayim, it was nigzar that the neshama of Mashiach should come to the world b'derach akalosoin v'hastora, in a hidden, in a krum way. It was not that way. That's the way Hashem decreed it, that from these two holy tzaddikim, Yehuda and Tamar, should issue the Malchus Beis David and Mashiach Tzidkenu. Amen. The pasuk continues. Yosef was about to be brought into a big test with the Ashes Potiphar, who was desperately trying to seduce Yosef. So the pasuk at the beginning of this incident, mentioned in the Torah, it says, Vayeshev hurad. Yosef was brought down, meaning he was brought down from where he was brought down to this new place, and here he would have the big nisoyon of Ashes Potiphar. That's the simple. The Chassidic are telling us, Yosef hurad. Yosef was so great and such a great tzaddik that he had to be brought down from his level in order for there to be an nisoyon, a test, with Yosef and this Ashes Potiphar. Because if he had to be lowered in level, because if he would have been on his real level, it wouldn't have even been an nisoyon for Yosef to overcome this test with the Ashes Potiphar. So he had to be brought down in order for this test to be a test. Rav HaKodesh Reb Shmuel Misochatchev. Continuing with Chassidic Shetoirelach on Parshas Vayeshev. So it says that Yosef came to his house, Laseis Melachtoi Vayovai Habaisa. He came to the house, Laseis Melachtoi, to do his work. Ve'ein ish me anshe habayis shom baboyas. There was nobody else in the house, and this Ashes Potiphar thought that now she would have an opportunity to seduce him. But the pasuk says, Vayovai habayis lases melachtoi. He came to do his work. He was a government official. He had work to do. Ve'ein ish me anshe habayis sham babayis. There was no person there in the house. That's the simple. The Chassidic Shetoirelach is saying, first of all, what kind of work was Yosef doing? Avodas Hashem. Vayovai habaisa, he came to his house, Laseis Melachtoi. What's Yosef's work? His work is Avodas Hashem. He was sitting and learning. He was doing all kinds of spiritual things. And there was no Vein ish me anshe habayis. There was nobody there in the house. That's the simple. The Chassidic Shetoirelach is saying, when he was involved in Avodas Hashem, it was as if nobody was in the house. Usually, if somebody's in the house when you're serving Hashem, a person could start thinking, oh, I got to show all the people how frum I am. But when he davened to Hashem, and whenever he served Hashem, it was as if nobody else was in the house. It was only him and the Rebbeinu Shalom. We should not let ourselves be influenced by doing for Hashem and really wanting to get some honor and glory out of it. That's the wrong thing. And whenever Yosef served Hashem, even if there were 100 people in the room, it was as if nobody else was there. It was between him and Hashem. It totally l'shem shemayim. We should be zeicher to all these hashkofas HaTorah. We should be zeicher to these. Amen v'yamen. Okay.